Ever wondered what it feels like to have a spiritual awakening? To feel a profound shift in your consciousness? To perceive the world around you in a completely new light? Well, you're not alone. This journey of awakening is a deeply personal one, a path trodden by many, yet experienced uniquely by each traveler. Think of spiritual awakening as a voyage of self-discovery, a quest for higher understanding, a pilgrimage to the truest essence of oneself. This journey, though often tumultuous and challenging, promises a reward of profound wisdom and inner peace. To navigate this path, we have a roadmap, the 5 stages of spiritual awakening. These stages are not rigid steps, but rather fluid phases of growth, transformation, and enlightenment. Each stage signifies a deepening of understanding, a shedding of old beliefs, and a blossoming of the spirit. In the next few moments, we will delve into each stage of this transformative journey. Stage 1, often referred to as the wake-up call, is where it all begins. It's the first step, a jolt to the system that makes you question the status quo. This wake-up call can manifest in many ways. You might have a sudden, startling realization that the life you're leading isn't the one you want. Or it could be a slow dawning, a creeping sense of dissatisfaction that nags at you, little by little, until you can't ignore it any longer. Perhaps you find yourself longing for something more, something deeper. You may not be able to put your finger on it, but there's a yearning that won't be silenced. You're searching for meaning, for purpose, for a connection that goes beyond the superficial. For some, this wake-up call comes in the form of a life-changing event. It could be a loss, a heartbreak, a health scare, or any event that shakes you to your core. It forces you to take a hard look at your life and ask yourself if this is really how you want to live. Whatever the catalyst, this wake-up call is a call to action. It's an invitation to step outside of your comfort zone, to challenge your preconceived notions, to dare to ask the big questions. It's an unsettling, confusing, and often uncomfortable stage, but it's also exciting. It's a sign that you're ready for growth, for transformation, for awakening. The wake-up call is just the beginning, paving the way for deeper exploration. Having heard the wake-up call, we now embark on the second stage, the search. This stage is characterized by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, a yearning to understand the deeper mysteries of life and existence. It's as if a light has been switched on inside, illuminating a path that was previously hidden in the shadows. Suddenly, you find yourself devouring spiritual texts, attending workshops, and perhaps even seeking the guidance of a mentor or spiritual teacher. Each new piece of knowledge feels like a key, unlocking doors to rooms filled with profound insights and wisdom. You may find yourself exploring various spiritual practices, from meditation to yoga, from energy healing to divination. Each practice offers a different perspective, a different lens through which to view the world and your place in it. In this stage, you may also experience a sense of expansion, as though your consciousness is stretching, reaching out to touch the edges of the universe. You begin to feel a deep sense of connectedness, not just with other people, but with all living beings, with nature, and with the universe itself. This search is not just about finding answers, it's about transformation. It's about shedding old beliefs and stepping into a new, expanded version of yourself. It's about becoming more open, more aware, more in tune with the energy that flows through all things. The search often leads us to new experiences, but it also prepares us for the trials to come. The third stage, the dark night of the soul, is perhaps the most challenging part of the journey. This stage is a profound and transformative process where we confront our deepest fears, insecurities, and past traumas. Imagine, if you will, a deep, dark forest that lies within us. This forest, shadowy and dense, is filled with the echoes of past hurts, mistakes, and fears. It is a place that many of us avoid venturing into, shielding our eyes from the darkness and moving instead towards the light. But spiritual growth, like a sapling reaching towards the sky, must first root itself in the dark soil below. In this stage of spiritual awakening, we are called to enter this forest, to sit with our shadows and listen to their whispers. It is a journey that requires courage, for the shadows we meet are often parts of ourselves we have suppressed or denied. These shadows may manifest as deep-seated fears, insecurities, or past traumas. They may take the form of guilt, regret, or shame. And while it might be tempting to run from these shadows, to ignore their presence, It is only by facing them head-on that we can begin to understand their purpose. The process is not an easy one. It can be painful, even agonizing, but it is necessary. For it is through this confrontation, this meeting of light and dark, that we can begin to heal. We can start to forgive ourselves, to accept our past, and to make peace with our fears. We can learn to love all parts of ourselves, even those that we have long hidden away. Through this process, we can experience a profound transformation. We can shed our old selves, like a snake shedding its skin, and emerge renewed, stronger and more whole than before. We can learn to see the world with fresh eyes, to appreciate the beauty in every moment, and to live our lives with a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. Despite its challenges, the dark night of the soul is a pivotal turning point on our spiritual journey. It is a stage of deep introspection and transformation, a necessary step towards spiritual awakening. Having navigated the dark night, we arrive at the fourth stage, becoming a spiritual practitioner. At this juncture of our spiritual journey, we begin to weave our spiritual insights and experiences into the fabric of our everyday lives. We are no longer simply seekers on a quest, but practitioners of a new way of life. The spiritual practices we have discovered or developed become our daily rituals, our touchstones to the divine. This stage is about finding balance. We learn to walk the middle path, grounding ourselves in the mundane realities of our daily lives, while also reaching for the sublime through our spiritual practices. We become adept at navigating both the physical and spiritual realms, and in so doing, we find a deep sense of balance and harmony. We also learn to live in the present moment, to truly be here now. We realize that the past is but a memory, the future an illusion, and all we truly have is this moment, this breath, this beat of our heart. And through it all, we cultivate inner peace. We learn to still the storm within, to find the quiet center amidst the chaos. We become islands of serenity in a world often fraught with turbulence. As spiritual practitioners, we are now ready for the final stage of our spiritual awakening. At last, we reach the pinnacle of our journey, the fifth stage, becoming an awakened soul. This is a stage of profound transformation, a stage where we transcend our individuality and begin to perceive the interconnectedness of all life forms. It is a stage where the boundaries of the self dissolve to reveal a world that is deeply interconnected, a world that is unified. In the realm of the awakened soul, we experience a profound sense of inner peace. This peace is not fleeting or dependent on external circumstances, but rather it is a deep-seated tranquility that arises from the core of our being. It is a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that is unshakable. The awakened soul also radiates unconditional love. This love is not selective or conditional. It does not discriminate. It is a love that embraces all of existence, a love that sees the inherent worth and beauty in all beings. At this stage, we also experience a sense of unity with all of existence. We begin to understand that we are not separate entities navigating through a foreign universe, but rather we are integral parts of a grand cosmic dance. We are the universe experiencing itself. As awakened souls, we have completed our journey, but the process of spiritual growth continues. Each day presents a new opportunity for us to deepen our understanding, to expand our consciousness, and to further align ourselves with the rhythm of the universe. So, we've journeyed through the 5 stages of spiritual awakening. We began with the initial spark, the wake-up call that jolts us from our slumber and ignites the quest for deeper understanding. Following this, we embarked on the search, a period of exploration and questioning where we seek to understand our inner world and the universe around us. Then we delved into the dark night of the soul, a challenging yet transformative stage where we confront our deepest fears and insecurities. This stage paves the way for the spiritual practitioner, the stage where we integrate our newfound knowledge and experiences, cultivating practices that nourish our spiritual growth. Finally, we reach the awakened soul, where we embody our spiritual wisdom and live in harmony with the universe. But remember, this journey is not linear, but cyclical. We continuously grow, transform, and awaken, spiraling deeper into our spiritual essence with each cycle. Remember, each journey is unique. Embrace your path, wherever you may be on your spiritual journey.